Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. Hey, we're back at it, and I'm actually excited because today's episode brought to you by one of my good friends, one of my patrons, and a good friend of mine as well, my buddy Steve. So Steve put in our Discord. He was sipping a bottle, right? So let me put this in perspective. Steve has a phenomenal whiskey collection. So he owns everything, your Pappies and BTAC and all that kind of good stuff. But he also drinks regular normal bottles like all of us as well, right? So one day he put in there, this is a bottle that goes under the radar, right? I mean, it truly is a bottle that goes under the radar. So got to give credit where credit is due. Thank you, Steve, for the idea for today's episode. I'm going to give you 5 different bottles and probably honestly different brands that truly fly under the radar. Most people are always looking at the big brands, right? What's coming out from Buffalo Trace, what's coming out from Heaven Hill, and I get that. I mean, trust me, when there are special releases that are coming out from Buffalo Trace, Heaven Hill, Jim Beam, I get it. We're all going to flock to them. But those are honestly just like, I would call them almost like your celebration bottles. What are you sipping on a daily basis, like your daily sippers that are fantastic whiskey and ones that, maybe you can add to your collection, because you can't always sip like those BTAC bottles on a daily basis, right? So I'm going to give you 5 different bottles. I'm starting with number 1. Number 1 is, again, a shout out to my man Steve, because this is one that he said is fantastic whiskey, and Steve is absolutely spot on. This is one that I sip often. I think this is actually my second bottle of it, and I'm a big fan of it. So 5 bottles. No asterisk today. No, not any in that way. All right, 5 bottles that fly way under the radar and brands as a whole. Number 1. So number 1, I was actually at this distillery in Kentucky not too long ago, actually. I really enjoy their whiskey, especially this one particular bottle. I think is a home run. Number 1 on the list. Again, thank you to Steve. This is James E. Pepper, the Decanter series. So a little bit about this bottle. It is their own distillate. Some of the older whiskey that they actually have, but I'm a big fan of it. Yeah, I think it's like about a $60 bottle, plus or minus $5, $6, $7, depending where you get it from, taxes and so forth. But it's honestly great quality whiskey. It's a beautiful bottle shape, by the way, beautiful bottle design, and it's truly just amazing whiskey. I mean, amazing whiskey that you can find. You might have to go to a few stores, but it is honestly fantastic. And Steve was right. This is a bottle that flies under the radar. So many people are so hyped on all the Buffalo Trace, Antique, your Heaven Hills, your Jim Beam, and so forth. This bottle is truly fantastic. And I mean fantastic. Steve, you are right, my friend. That is number 1. Number 2. Next, we are going to go out to the great state of Wisconsin. So when I think about this brand, this is one where I did a barrel pick with them, but I've had numerous bottles from them, not just my barrel pick. I've had bourbons, I've had ryes, I've had finished products. This is a brand that I think as a brand, they are slept on. They are a craft distillery, and one that I really do enjoy a lot, and one that I think honestly deserves to get a lot more attention than what they get. Number 2 on the list, coming from the great state of Wisconsin, none other than Driftless Glenn. Now, this is a Driftless Glenn. This is a cognac finished bourbon, which, by the way, give shout out to Mr. Judge for giving me this bottle. I think Driftless Glenn, the bourbons and the ryes are both honestly amazing whiskey. This is one where I think, from a quality standpoint, what I like about Driftless Glenn is that the quality of their whiskey, their bourbon, as well as their rye, I think is almost pretty close. I used to like their ryes a little bit more than their bourbons. Now I've had a lot more of their bourbon lately. I would say the bourbon and ryes are equally as good. Number 2, folks, I'm telling you, a lot of great whiskey out there that people just kind of sleep on day in, day out. Number 2 by far, Driftless Glenn. All right, what is number 3? Oh man, I love this brand. This one, coming from the great state of New York. Now, I will say for this brand, it might be a little bit challenging to find them because they are a New York-based distillery, and there is distribution across a good number of states, but it's not easily found, right? You can find it online in certain places. But number 3, this whiskey is so good. I've had several bottles, several different single barrels. I'm trying to do my barrel pick with them very soon as well. But number 3, coming from Finger Lakes Distillery, This is McKenzie. Now this is a straight rye, which by the way is fantastic. But I have the rye. I've had a few different single barrel bourbons. All of them, folks. When I tell you, all of them are truly just honestly great quality whiskey. They don't break the price point. I mean, I think this is like maybe a $70, $80 bottle. Again, I've had numerous bourbons, I've had numerous ryes, but all of them fantastic. Another brand that just flies under the radar. Not a lot of people know about it, but if you know, you know. That's number 3. All right. Before I get to number 4, as well as number 5, real quick, 3 quick easy favors. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, drop me a comment. Let me know what are some brands that you love that you think fly under the radar that a lot of people don't know about. So I want smaller brands, not your Heaven Hills and Makers and Jim Beams and Mictors. I want to know what are some smaller brands that fly under the radar that you want to tell people about. Last but not least, please make sure you all subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get notification each and every time I release new content. Cool? All right. Cheers. Woo, I took a big sip. That was a lot. Cheers to McKenzie. That's what I'm sipping right now. All right, number 4. Oh boy. So number 4, I think it's based out of Indiana. I reviewed their products before as well. I think, especially this one bottle in particular, they have a lot of different sub brands, but this bottle in particular is amazing. Number 4, from West Fork Whiskey Company. This is Hugh Hammer. This is the double oaked bourbon. This one comes in at 103 proof. I think, I'm trying to look it over at my collection. I think I have like 5 of their products. They were all very good. This one is a grand slam, and I mean grand slam. I think it's, from a price standpoint, I'm trying to go off memory here. I think it's like a $60, maybe $70 bottle. Again, depending on where you get it from, taxes, etc., and so forth. But when you're looking for a new double oak bourbon, there's a lot of double oak products on the market, right? You can go old school with Woodford, and I think honestly, this day and age, almost all brands pretty much have their own version of a double oak. But have you had this version? That is the key. Have you had this version? This is, again, Hugh Hammer Double Oak, coming from West Fork Whiskey Company out of Indiana. Great. Literally great whiskey. Honestly. Also at a proof point, which I think is very fantastic proof, right? 103 is like nice and just perfect. Not too low, not too high where it's cast drink where it might burn a little bit. This is a fantastic proof point. All right. Judge, what is number 5 and what? What is number 5 and what? Number 5 on the list. This brand as a whole, I think, honestly, flies under the radar for a couple reasons. Number 1, it's from the state of Texas. Yes, it's from the state of Texas, but they source their whiskey from all over. It ends up aging in Texas. Sometimes it does age in other places too, because they will age some of their whiskey in other places. But I would say when I think of this brand, I think of one of my other good friends and one of my other buddies, my buddy Oscar from Texas. Oscar from Texas is a big fan of this brand. He actually put me onto this brand, and I will say I've slowly become a big fan, more and more and more. What I like about this brand is that I've had numerous different bottles from them, right? Different like sub brands, and they've all been fantastic. A little bit more on a pricier side. I think these are closer to like $80 to $90 for the most part. But again, great quality whiskey, one that just flies under the radar, and not a lot of people try their products. But if you want to, you really should. At least try it at a bar. Number 5, Milam Greene. Oh man, this is the unabridged. Oh, I'm gonna have a pour after I finish this one, after I finish the McKenzie. This is a fantastic bottle. This is volume 3, by the way, I should say. I think Milam Greene is putting out an amazing quality whiskey. I love the ladies that are behind the brand first and foremost. They're very active in the community in terms of, like being on social media, doing a lot of like, in-store promotions as well. Again, number 5, Milam Greene, folks. Hey, whenever you have a chance to check out any of these brands, I guarantee you will be very happy that you did so. If you don't buy a bottle, at least grab a pour at a bar. Hey, as you say in this courtroom, peace, cheers, most important, salute. Take care. See you guys.